Hey, it's Colico, it's Colico, it's Colico, it's Colico, it's Colico Live, it's Colico Live, it's Colico, it's Colico, it's Colico, it's Colico, it's Colico Live. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thank you for joining me on Tuesday Thoughts with Colico Live. How y'all doing today? Hope your day went great. I am coming on today to talk about communication tips. These are some simple things that we probably learned coming through elementary school, growing up, that we forgot when we became adults, and then not remembering that when we were in elementary school, they were teaching us how to communicate, how to socialize, how to be friends with people. If you grew up when I grew up, we played kickball, we played tag, we played hide and go seek, we did a lot of tug of war games. We were in the choir, the chorus they called it, but there was a lot of things that we learned growing up that we kind of forget when it's time to communicate. You remember your teachers telling you, don't say that, that's not nice, or don't be a bully, or don't talk like that to your classmate. And now that we get older, we forget those simple little things that can keep us in good communion with other people, right? So I want to share 4 communication tips. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 communication tips. First one. Do you remember the game Red Light, Green Light? Well, when we were in gym, we had Coach T. Anybody who went to school with me, Radcliffe Elementary, was Coach T. And we would play Red Light, Green Light. Everybody would line up. All the kids would line up. And he would say, red light, so you had to stop. If it was green light, you went as hard as you could, trying to get to the other end. The goal was to get to the other side of the gym. If he said yellow light, you had to walk real slow. And if you got caught walking fast, you got out. If it was on red light and you started walking, you got put out. So then it eliminated people until there were like 1 or 2 people left on the end who ran to the finish and they won. Well, that's like communicating. There's something that I teach people to use, a stop sign, the red, yellow, green light stop sign. Sometimes I will tell people to actually draw a picture of that. Do an activity. You and your partner, people in your home, people on your job, do an activity where you have the red, yellow, green light. And when you come in the room, you can put your name on what color light you're feeling like on that day. That lets people know how to deal with you for the day. Whether red means don't talk to me today, I'm not having a good day. Yellow means it's okay, proceed with caution. And green means I'm great, full speed ahead. What you got? So when you're communicating in relationships, sometimes you got to have a red, yellow, green light method so that the person knows, I'm not really feeling this today, so give me a minute. So that's like the red light, green light method. It's not really a race to the end. It's about who can listen and who can follow directions the best, and who can work together the best to meet an expected end. Number 2, what you're about to say, is it helpful? Is it kind? If it's not helpful and it's not kind, maybe you need to wait to say some things. I'm guilty of this myself. I have to tell myself, is this going to be helpful? Is this going to be kind? Am I always great at it? No. But because I've experienced these things, that's why I'm giving you these tips to help you out. So sometimes I have to tell myself, is it helpful? Is it kind? I learned that from an old Peanuts, Charlie Brown, Snoopy cartoon. And he said, well, is it kind what you're about to say? Is it helpful what you're about to say? And Snoopy said, oh no. And you know, Snoopy, he never said anything. He just kind of walked away. So you got to know when you need to walk away or when you need to stay and say something. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, as the country song says. Number 3, who's got the mic? Meaning, if you have a microphone, right, and you know that, this is my imaginary microphone, well, let's use this. Everybody has a remote in their house, remote control. This could be your microphone. If I have the microphone, then I have the permission to talk. If you have the microphone, then it's your turn to talk. Because a lot of times people have conversations where they talk over people. They just keep talking over each other. And which means you never get anything accomplished. So sometimes somebody has to take the mic and it's their turn. Now, so that people won't extend the time, you can always use, those timers, the timers where you either the timer on your watch, you can do the one where you flip it over and it runs out of sand, so that everybody has an equal amount of time to express what they're feeling and they don't overextend. So at the end of the day, you have to say, well, who's got the mic? Well, you got the mic, it's your turn. Or it's your turn. Sometimes that's the best way to get out some effective communication without overstepping. Number 4, once you finish the red light, green light, seeing how everything's going, seeing what you can do, then you figure out if it's helpful, if it's kind, and then you figure out whose turn it is to talk. The last thing you need to do once you do all of that is do a temperature check of the room. How's everybody feeling? You don't want anybody to walk away upset. You don't want anybody to walk away mad. I have one rule in my house is that we do not go to bed mad. At midnight, that's it. We either going to agree to disagree, we're going to agree to this, that we agree on this, or we're just going to let it go. Because at midnight, it's over. 12:01 is a brand new day. It starts a brand new day. And I'm not taking whatever this is into my new day. Now, we may need to table it and talk about some other stuff later, but we're going to end at midnight with the good night, I love you, you the best, even if it's a parent and a child or, a business partner. Sometimes, you get into those relationships. Don't let the next day come and you still are harboring things from the day before. Do a temperature check once you finish all these things, okay? So, communication tips, 4 of them. Red light, green light. Which light are we on? Number 2, is it kind? Is it helpful? Number 3, who's got the mic? And number 4, temp check. Let's check the temperature of the room. See how everybody's doing, okay? Well, I would love to stay and chat. It's okay to have your say on Coley Cole Live. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. All right? So, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Love you. Bye. It's Coley Cole. It's Coley Cole. It's Coley Cole. It's Coley Cole. It's Coley Cole Live. It's Coley Cole Live. It's Coley Cole. It's Coley Cole. It's Coley Cole. It's Coley Cole. It's Coley Cole Live. Have a wonderful week.